The morality of human acts. I am Reverend Imran Shuker. The morality of human acts. Freedom makes man a moral subject. When he acts deliberately, man is, so to speak, the father of his acts. Human acts, that is, acts that are freely chosen in consequences of a judgment and the consequence, can be morally evaluated. They are either good or evil. The source of morality. The morality of human acts depends on the object chosen, the end in the view of our intention, the circumstances of the action. The object, the intention, and the circumstances make up the sources or the constitutive elements of the morality of human acts. The object chosen is a good towards which the will deliberately directed itself. It is a matter of a human act. The object chosen morally specifies the act of the will, insofar as reason recognizes and judges it to be or not to be in conformity with the true good. Objective norms of the morality express the rational order of good and evil, attested to by conscience. In control to the object, the intention resides in the acting subject, because it lies at the voluntary source of an action and that determines it by its end. Intention is an element essential to the moral evaluation of an action. The end is the first goal of the intention and indicates the purpose proposed in the action. The intention is an movement of the will toward the end. It is concerned with the goal of the activity. It aims at the goal anticipated from the action undertaken. Intention is not limited to directing individuals' actions, but can guide several actions toward one and the same purpose. It can orient one whole life towards its ultimate end. For example, a service done with the end of the helping one neighbor can at the same time be inspired by the love of God as the ultimate end of all our actions. One and the same action can also be inspired by the several intentions, such as performing a service in order to obtain a favor or to boast about it. A good intention, for example that of helping our one neighbor, does not make the favors, that is, in physically disorder such as laying out the plumbing, good or just. The end does not justify and means, thus the condemnation of the innocent person cannot be justified as a legitimate means of saving this nation. On the other hand, an added bad intention, such as vainglory, makes an act evil that in and itself can be good, just such as the almsgiving. The circumstances, including the consequences, are secondary elements of the moral act. They contribute to increase or diminish the moral goodness or evil of human acts. For example, the amount of the thief. They can also diminish or increase the agent's responsibility, such as acting out of a fear of death. Circumstances of themselves cannot change the moral quality of acts themselves. They can make their good no right on act that it is in itself evil. God, good acts and evil acts. For morality, good acts requires the goodness of the object of the end, and of the circumstances together, and evil end corrupt the action, even if the object is good in itself, such as praying and fasting in accord being seen by men. The object of the choices can be itself, evaluate and act in its entirety. There are some incorrect acts such as in fornication, That is also wrong to choose because choosing them entail a disorder of the will, that is a moral evil. It is therefore an error to judge the morality of the human acts by considering only intention that inspired them of the circumstances, environment, social purpose, grocers or the emergency, which supply their contents. They are the act which is in and themselves independently of the circumstances. The intentions are always gravely illicit by reason of their object, such as blasphemy, or the perjury, murder, and adultery. One can not do evil so that good may result from it. The object, the intention, and the circumstances make up three sources of the morality human acts. The object chosen morally specify the act of dealing accordingly and a reason recognize and judge it good or evil. An evil action cannot be justified by reference to a good intention. The end does not justify the means. A morally good act requires the goodness of its object, of its end and of its circumstances together. Therefore concrete act that is always wrong to choose because of their choices entail a disorder of the will, or moral evil. One may not do evil so that good may result from it. Thanks for watching. Have an eternal home. God bless you all.